Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Aboshi Marianne and I'm the lead photographer at Mimi Creation Studios, Lagos, Nigeria. Today I have with me Adeniran Adesanya, the lead photographer at Ace Pixel Photography. Ta-da!
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's nice being here.
It's amazing to have Nero here. He's been my friend for years, and we kind of branched into what I would call a better kind of photography around the same time, right? Yeah, we had one major influence together.
Exactly.
Right. So I'm sure along the line, as we get on with this video, he's going to say some things, and we're going to say some things together. So please tune in to this YouTube channel, turn on your notification, subscribe to our channel, drop a like, drop a comment. If you have a question you want us to analyze on this podcast, please drop it in the comment section and let us have a go at it. Yes. And today we'll be talking about how to build a photography brand in Nigeria. Building a photography brand in Nigeria. And we have a very authentic photographer, a badass photographer in the building.
Thank you.
But before we go ahead, just sit back and then just chill. We're coming back. Thank you. The first question I'm going to be asking you is, can you tell us how your photography journey began and what inspired you to build a brand rather than just take pictures? Because I must say, you have a fantastic thing going on with your brand. And I'm so proud to be your friend.
Alright, so photography for me started while I was in school. Originally, I studied medical laboratory science in school.
Medical
laboratory science. So I'm like far away from the laboratory right now.
Yes, so far there's no lab in your life.
But photography for me started from the skies. So I had a phone back then, a Nokia phone, that I used to take pictures of the sky with. So every time I was coming back from school, I'll be looking up to the skies, looking out for interesting cloud formations. I'm sure a couple of people would have seen me like, what in the world is this guy doing every day? But anyways, anywhere I saw something interesting, I would always take those pictures on my phone. So perhaps that was like me training my eye to recognize things ordinarily people would not notice in any scene. So fast forward to like maybe 200 level, I picked up a camera and photography started for me. That was in my preclinicals before I went to clinicals. So all through from 200 level to the end, I was doing photography. Although photography for me started as a means of survival, I won't lie. I wanted to make extra money, but that was the closest thing that I had that I liked that could make me money. I mean, I had these photographers on the motion ground. I don't know. I mean, every school had.
Every school had. Oh, okay. So the motion ground thing is a general
Nigerian invested thing. So I would usually go to the motion ground, and I knew a couple of them. In fact, it was one of them that recommended the first camera that I bought. Big mistake, though. I mean, if you're gonna get recommendations, you get it from someone that
a professional.
You get, but I mean, I didn't know much then. So I got a D3000. Thank you, uncle. It was when my uncle got me my first camera, a Nikon D3000. So I started photography with that, and proceeded to. I did that throughout my school. Throughout my schooling, I was getting better. Then I had a friend, my brother, told me something. He said, when you're done with school, find someone to intern with. It didn't make sense to me. Like, I'm doing medical lab science. How in the world would I have the time to go and intern?
Yeah.
It didn't make sense.
And you were planning to practice what you studied actually.
My specialty was hematology and blood group serology. You get. So that was what I was going to do with my life, and but I kept getting drawn away from the laboratory. I remember one particular day during my NYSC. I did my NYSC in Yaba, the Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital there. I did my NYSC there. My church hosted them on behalf of my pastor's pastor. So I was in the photograph. I'm in the photograph department in church. So they called me that Don Wen is in town. We need to take pictures. And I was in the laboratory at that point. I was at work.
Wow.
I was basically at work. So luckily, my bosses gave me a pass that day. I went to borrow a camera. I didn't have a camera then. I went somewhere in the Bandikoro to quickly get a camera. It was lodged somewhere in Ikeja. So I left work, went to get a camera, went to the hotel, took pictures, went back to work.
So you have shot Domwe like this. Hey God, I'm so fancying you. You have shot Domwe.
Yeah, by God's grace. I mean, it looks.
He's an international photographer.
It looks quite different.
Don't play.
It looks quite different up close and quite tall. Yeah. So that was one experience for me. That and a couple of other experiences where my attention was kind of like in between work. And the nature of medical laboratory science is like a full-time work because we do calls, we do shifts, and basically maybe the weekend would be the only time I would have. But sometimes I'll do weekend calls too. You get?
Wow.
So sometimes I may not be able to take some jobs, and but eventually after I was done with youth service and I got into work in the private sector, that was the defining year for me. And luckily for me, I was in a marketing job, not even in the laboratory, before I switched to photography, before I went into photography. Luckily for me, I got fired. Have you heard the term lucky? Yeah.
In the same sentence with fired.
Luckily for me.
Luckily fired.
That was the best. That was the best.
That happened to you. Because look at you now.
I got fired. So, the marketing, so I was marketing for a company that dealt in laboratory wares and equipment and all that. But that was a period when the economy was kind of down and sales was not as buoyant as you get, so they had to lay a couple of us off. And since I was the latest to join, it was easier letting me go.
Yeah.
Came into work that morning. I didn't even get into the office. I got my letter from the guy at the
reception,
desk. And he saw my face because after I read the letter, I was like laughing.
It's more like
I was laughing.
Jesus.
I just turned back. I didn't know why, but I just felt like, okay, I just felt a release, like, okay, thank God, this is good. And weird thing is that I had just got married during that period. My wife was in her finals in medical school. My wife is a medical doctor. She's specialty is ONG. So she was in the finals then. So imagine, my wife is in school. I'm working to sustain the family, newly married, and
then you get
fired.
laid off.
So
it's the fact that you could even still smile when you got the letter. If it's me, I'll first sit down on the floor there and do small drama.
If that guy sees me tomorrow, he probably will still remember that day because I was laughing. And I just turned back and went home that day. So it was during that period, I think around 2018, 2019. It was around 1 a.m. I can remember especially I was browsing on my system then. And I've been following our mutual, our boss,
Image faculty. Shout out to you, Image faculty, if you can see this.
I've been following him since my preclinicals. I've been way before he got to Lagos. I've been on his page. I used to follow him back then on my BlackBerry. So when he moved to Lagos, I was always following him and all that. So there was a night he posted that he needed an intern. And that post was just on for like 5 to 10 minutes. I saw it and I didn't see it again. I went back, refreshed. I don't know why. So I told my wife, God, thank you. I beg, marry right. Trust me. Because if I was married to someone else who was a bit more narrow-minded, I probably would not be here right now.
Or even
I'm not-
materialistic.
You get. I'm not saying medical lab. I enjoy what I do as a medical lab scientist. I mean, I found purpose in it. I still have purpose in it. I still feel like there's a way I'm going to find a balance between what I do right now and still propagating what we do, because there's a lot that we do that needs to get out there. So she was like, all right, let's go for it. My wife grew up in Surulere, so she was like, I know that street, I know where the place was. So we actually came here together. She was going to her parents live in Surulere, so she was going there, so she dropped me off here. So I came that day. I think I met his absence, so I was told come. I met Idon. Something.
Something. Idoeka.
What do you want?
If I catch that girl, that girl showed all of us Pepe.
Oh Lord.
Did she even open the door? She just opened it a little.
She was by the door. I mean,
I said, what do you want? What are you looking for?
That was almost a discouragement. Man. Like, no way, I'm coming here tomorrow. So I came. I think, okay, I didn't come the next day. I came 2 days after. But I got a text from the dean. He told me that you were supposed to have resumed on Monday. They were expecting you. Okay, yeah, I think I had an interview with him. And fortunately for me, somebody else came for that same internship slot that day. I met the guy. The guy was sitting not so far away from where I was sitting. The interview held here. The guy was sitting over there. It was the next day I found out that the guy actually came for the interview also. So he said that they've been expecting me, that I should come and resume. I'm like, resume? Really? Okay. This is interesting. I was so afraid. I wouldn't lie. It was scary. It was a very scary period. So I spoke to a couple of folks. I thank God for having the right people around me that saw the potential in me. Because one of the things that I enjoyed is that my wife saw the potential in me before I did. And she saw the possibility of me prospering in photography. You get. She said she had always known that my mind was always in photography. So one person I spoke to, Onitong, shout out, the comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So he said that it either works or it works. He said it either works or it works. Because
it either works or it works.
Yeah, so it's not like you are going in to try. He said it has to work.
Either way it works.
Either way. I mean, obviously the ships have been burnt. I got fired, so it's not like I can.
Yeah, leaving. It's not like you're leaving your work to go
so there's a severance. So then, 1 year internship, unpaid internship, by the way.
You want to collect payment?
Yeah, I mean, because there are folks
because you had yes, and
right
then you
just
got married. You just got married. You have a family to tend to.
God bless my father-in-law. God rest their soul. God rest my. Oh Lord, They were very supportive. Because trust me, they were still sending my money. My wife pocket. So they didn't just let her go. They supported her. I mean, folks like that are very rare.
Very rare. And do you know what now? All these young ones that are around, when they want to learn photography, people that don't even know Jack, at least you were already carrying camera before you even came to image faculty. People that know nothing, they come in, they say they want to intern, then the next thing they're asking, how much are you paying me? I'm like, how much are you paying for the knowledge that I'm going to impart to you? Are you drunk?
I remember the first day I came and Image broke down what it actually costs to do an internship, and he told me how much he actually charges for a one-on-one, how much it costs for a day, how much it costs for a week, how much it costs for a month, how much it costs for 3 months, how much it costs for 6 months.
And they are doing 1 year.
How much it costs for 1 year.
In a bought limousine with the money.
If you sold me,
he cannot pay for it.
I cannot afford it. So, I mean, I saw it as it was like a dream come true, but it was a very scary period for me. And but I approached it with determination, and before you knew it, 1 year breezed through. 1 year became, I think we entered COVID at the tail end of my internship, the lockdown and the resuming and all that. So it wasn't, I think it was after COVID that my internship ended, but it was one of the best decisions I can say I took in my life, getting the internship. Afolabi, God bless you for planting that seed in my mind, because when Afolabi said that you need to get an internship, because Afolabi interned with Emmanuel Oyeleke.
Okay.
Yeah, it was an intern with my Emmanuel Oyeleke. So I guess he saw the advantage of getting mentored. You get the importance of getting mentored by someone, because eventually it's really not even about the technical skills. That's one of the things I feel many people need to understand, that your internship is not even about coming to learn. I mean, if I was full of ego back then, I would say I was relatively
okay. You already had a good knowledge of photography.
People were,
no, but what you did, many people would not do it. A young man who just got married, the next thing after being fired is trying to get another job so that you can take care of your family. You took a very big risk.
It's serious,
and you were. I knew you throughout that period, and you were very level-headed. There was no.
I mean, I know. Well, I'm naturally like that, but I mean, you are here to learn something, because I kind of feel like I'm kind of like focused in a way, because I haven't stayed on the part of photography for close to more than 10 years right now. I feel like, oh man, I mean, that has to be the definition of focus, because you have to get really focused to learn what you came here to do.
Of course.
I was very happy I took a decision. It was very awesome. I got to see the behind the scenes of
all the amazing images.
Beyond just the technical skills, there were many things that I picked up.
Life skills, business skills.
You get business skills.
And you know the funny thing, when people are coming to intern, they are not even thinking about all of that. They just feel, okay, let me just learn how to take pictures. Like, once I'm able to just buy a camera and I'm able to buy a laptop, I'm a boss. And you know it's very easy for photographers to be bosses.
CEOs.
Any spot is CEO, you see on their Instagram, you see CEO, educator. You will never learn.
Before I got the nerve to add that term, educator, to my Instagram profile. Hey.
You know the funny thing? That nerve, maybe you are going to borrow me. Because I've been training guys and I still don't have the nerve to call myself an educator.
It's a very delicate thing, being able to impact people. It's a very delicate thing, and you need to make sure that you're not just taking it for granted. Being someone that has been impacted by someone amazing, I believe that if you're just after the resources that come from that, you're probably gonna be churning out some very weird.
No, but because really, whoever has mentored you will definitely have a huge influence on you.
Exactly.
And coming from someone like image faculty who is very selfless.
Exactly.
You can't have people around you and be selfish.
You have to, because I mean.
But you know, it's very easy for people to not take advantage of your selflessness. Interesting background story. Very interesting and very, very brave one. Very brave one. I'm not sure. Maybe because I'm a lady, it's a decision that would have been easy for me to make, because of course our parents will still stick up for us, and then if you are married, your husband will still stick up for you. So it's easy to take that kind of decision as a woman, but as a man,
that's why I said it was
as a married man, it's not being. So that was a very that was a very brave one. So how would you describe your photography brand today, and how are you able to stand out in a very crowded space, a very crowded creative space in Nigeria right now?
Okay, so personally, I am a lover of the arts. I love fine art. My dad, he exposed us as children to the arts, music, pictures, and stuff like that. So I've always been surrounded by art, so it was kind of natural for me to gravitate more towards fine art. You get, so I started off doing a lot of fine art work, and I love authentic portraits. I love showing depth in my pictures, and I love evoking feelings through my pictures. Because it's one of the feedbacks I think I've gotten, that, oh, I love your pictures, just something about your pictures, I just can't put my hand on it. It just makes me feel, you get. So those are part of the things I feel like defines my brand. Also, I love families, I love people, I love milestones, I love celebrating the human experience you get. So that's one of the ways I feel like I've been able to distinguish my brand. Then one of the things I feel I also learned from Image is embracing your uniqueness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things he was always telling us about, that we need to, because right now, it's one of the things I also have been discussing with a couple of my friends, that everybody looks the same right now.
It's like we're on copy and paste.
You get, like,
copy and paste. Every photographer.
And I mean, is that to distinguish, because everybody's drinking from the same pool of presets and lots. I mean, so
did you have to say that?
But that's the that
did you have to say that?
That's the reality. I mean, everybody, because everybody has shared the same lots and presets around, and then everybody's trying to copy the same lighting setup from. So it's not a bad thing. It's a very good thing. But discovering your,
amidst all of that, you need to embrace you.
You need to find you.
You need to express you in your work, and that's what makes you stand out.
Exactly. And I'm always very careful right now, even training or teaching anyone. One of the first things I tell you is that, please, whatever you're learning, it doesn't mean you're going to go scrap all you've been doing all this while
and paste what you just learned.
Paste all. So add what you just learned. It's a lot of work discovering your authentic self, and I feel like now there's not many people want to do so.
No, everybody just have certain models that they want to follow.
They want to be
Once I like this particular photographer, I want to do exactly the way the person is doing it.
They are going to copy their intestine,
it's more like you are just killing your own self, your own identity. Your identity does not reflect in your images, and it's very important. And that's one of the things that will make you stand out in a very chunked up creative space. How are you able to balance your artistic self? How are you being able to stay true to your artistic self and also meet client expectation? Because as a photographer myself, I know how difficult it is to blend both. Sometimes you have an idea that you would like to express, but if it's not what your client wants, well, how do you balance it? Because I know that you tilt more to the fine art photography genre, and there must be a struggle sometimes
to do what they want
to do what the client wants, and then still stay true to your own self.
Alright, so let me unpack it in a few ways. So at the beginning, while I started photographing and I was getting paid for it, I always wanted to shoot very edgy, deep pictures. But I always got a lot of pushback from folks who, there's shadows here, I don't want this shadow, it's too dark, it's not bright, I want it. I mean, I lost a lot of folks from
clients
that.
and shadow.
Yeah, but I feel like the more you stay true to yourself by pushing out more personal work along that line, the more they get to recognize that this is your voice, this is your style, and your tribe will find you. Those that like your kind of stuff will find you, right? But at the same time, because we are in this business to make a living also, we have to find a way to balance it so that it's not like tilting more to one side. Passion will not feed you. Passion in the right direction will definitely feed you. Because I mean, there are shoots that I've done that I don't post because I don't want to be known for that.
Yeah.
But then,
same here.
Image will always say that let your page be so dynamic that every person can find something they like on your page. So you will do high-key shoots, you will do your low-key shoots, you will do your fine art shoots, you get. So sometimes finding the balance for the economic purpose of our business is something we need to look at. And then doing more personal work, doing a lot of collaborations, you have built up a body of work over time that people will come to appreciate. You know, the weird thing is that the people that say they want bright pictures,
by the time they see your creative work, they'll start tilting towards it. There's something about this.
Because the people they also follow do the kind of pictures they don't like, but they like it.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, sometimes if you look at some of the things they put in their mood boards, or if you check out their like history, some of the pictures they've liked are pictures that
they say they don't like.
So there has to be a reason, because most times I feel like people are a representation of the things they're exposed to and the people around them. Because sometimes you do some shoots when people will like it and they show some friends, and the friends who have a different...
Do you know that this thing that you just said is one of my major issues?
Oh God.
I do a picture, I send to my client, they're like, oh my God, I love it, it's so beautiful. And then 2 days later, my friend said,
you get a voice
my
note.
friend said, please, can you change this? Can you tone down on this? And I'm like, Oga, this picture is for you. You like this picture.
You get.
And do you know that the thing that I usually, when I'm discussing with my friends, I tell them that some of the time, these people who are telling you that they don't like a certain thing about a certain picture, they are saying it because
of what someone said.
Sometimes they are saying it because they are not in a good place. They are probably even beefing that you went to shoot with that photographer and they heard that the photographer is quite pricey. They're like, so sometimes the motive for they are saying they don't like it is not right.
I mean,
and then you foolishly, after paying money.
Yeah, as a client, you need to know, you need to see what you like and stick by it.
And own what you like.
You get.
You like this and I like it. You like it and own up to it.
But then till we get our clients having a better sense of judgment, we'd have to find a way to balance it.
Yes, and, of course.
Send them what they want, because eventually is what
that's what matters.
That's what matters.
That's what matters.
You have to put food on the table. But I feel like we can get so carried away with the commercial part of it that we neglect the artistic part of it.
Yeah, you gradually lose.
You lose yourself. You'll be like, oh man, I'm shooting so, and I've not done a personal project in a while. Yeah. So that's where personal
Guilty.
project. Well, it happens. Like, you have to find time to do that personal project and then do a lot of collaborations. That's I feel how you can actually balance it.
Yeah.
So
I think you've done justice to that. Thank you.
Alrighty.
And another thing I would like to ask is how important is owning your own space or having access to creative spaces? How important is it to being able to express yourself as a brand? Because I can't really speak on that, because since my early stage in photography, I've been opportune to have a space. So what is it like?
Man,
do you think because some photographers feel like it's a waste of money owning your own space?
Let me speak from personal experience. Okay, so why? All right, so there was a time I met a billionaire, and he said something about this. So I feel like it's a perspective thing. He said that there is no point going to pay for a studio or paying for a space. That most of the work you want to do are out there. You get. That is one way to see it, right? Some feel like rental is cheaper for them than owning a space. And yes, it's kind of true in a way, because sometimes, let's say as an organization now, you're renting a space. Most of the utilities and most of the things you need to make the space good are provided by whoever you're renting from, right?
Yeah.
Until you get to own yours, you start seeing all the things that go on in the back end that makes that
does not concern you on the normal day if you're renting a space.
If you're renting a space, so it's a mindset that people will have to find a way to balance. But personally, for me, I think I've gotten to a point where I need a space of mine. You get? Because there are ideas that I would have, I probably think about and I'm like, okay, it's easier to make those things happen if I have a space of mine right? I still rent space. I still rent spaces because at the moment it's still more economically viable for me to do so. But owning or having access to a creative space is something I feel like every creative should look into. Content studios are getting more popular right now, and I feel like people should actually take advantage of them to do more creative work, because eventually you don't have to wait till you own your space before you're able to
express yourself artistically.
I mean, you have to just find any way to do this thing, because the longer you wait, the more life passes you by. So yeah, there's gotta be a point at which where ownership makes more sense to you, but you have to also be realistic, because one of the things we creators don't think about is the economic and business side of things.
Yeah.
Like for example, the issue of ownership of gadgets, right? At a particular point of life, it's cheaper for you to rent than to actually own.
Yeah.
You get, because the maintenance of whatever you're owning or whatever it is you're acquiring has to be figured out and considered also. That you have the money to buy it or get that thing does not really mean that you can.
That you should get it.
You should make more economic projections.
Yeah, and that's what we need to. All, because in this creative sphere, it's very easy to want to. Oh, this gadget is out.
Let me get it.
This lens is amazing. Let me get it. This light is amazing. Let me get it. But from my experience so far, that's how I was when I started photography. I pretty much did not know much, and I had support. So any little thing that I just see, I'm like, oh, we need to get this. Until I now had the proper knowledge, and I know that I used to tell my team now that with one thing I can still be doing this my photography.
Exactly.
But the knowledge, and people don't want to go for the knowledge. People just want to buy gadgets.
That's it. I was talking.
They feel like the gadget, you just pick a camera, and because it's a mirrorless camera, you're good to go. The knowledge is even more expensive.
It's very key. It's very key, because having the right knowledge will help you utilize whatever you have to the fullest,
and then make right choices, so you don't invest in something that you eventually don't really need. Yeah. So true. And then at content spaces and all of that, I would say that as a space owner, it just gives you this it makes you're able to like create an ambience, a creative hub around you that makes it easy for you to create. Yes, it makes it easy for you to create. If I have an idea that I want to bring to life, it's easier to execute it. It's faster to execute because
before you
I'm living in that ambience.
Sometimes you might just end up not doing what you want to do.
Yes.
So you
and that content space. This is the content space. Yes, please don't patronize us.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, so it pretty much just makes your creative process easier.
True.
To have a space. I don't know if I would have been this consistent with photography if I didn't have a space.
Yeah.
You know, so some of you, me, I didn't plan to be a photographer. You have been shooting since other level. Me, I branch into photography. They deceived me. I was tricked into being a photographer. So you can imagine someone like me that was tricked into being. If I didn't have a space, I probably would do other things.
It does make it easy to do a lot of things. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so the next question is, how do you price your services so it reflects your brand value?
Okay, so figuring out pricing has always been one major thing that creatives, especially photographers, struggle with.
Yeah.
Knowing that how will I be able to convince this person to pay X amount of money for what I have to offer? Being true to yourself is the first thing to do, because eventually most times people just research, find out what photographer A, B, C are charging, do an average,
use that as a yardstick.
You get, and they are running costs that go beyond just averaging what people are doing in your vicinity.
Yeah.
And also figuring out how valuable is your perspective as a photographer? You get, how unique are you? Is what you do, is this something the next person can replicate? So if it's something the next person can really replicate easily, there are people that are entering the industry day by day. The entry level, the bar to entry to the industry has never been this low. Because once you have a couple of millions and you can afford to buy a camera, you're automatically a photographer, you get. But what will separate each and every one is the unique perspective that you have, and understanding the business and economic part of it is what's going to make you stay longer. Because it's one thing to be a reigning, image you always say, I don't want to be a reigning photographer, I want to be a good photographer. Good photographers last.
Yeah.
The people we look up to up there, they've lasted this long because they've been able to find the balance between their passion and their economic realities you get. So it's true to yourself. You know how good you are. You know what it takes to actually do the business, and you know what it costs to actually remain in business, to sustain your lifestyle. Those are the things that I feel should actually determine your own pricing structure. But of course, sometimes it's good to also know the average cost.
What is applicable
So
around
you're not
you, so you don't overshoot.
You're not shooting yourself in the leg, and you're not escaping gravity. You get. So it's a balance, finding the balance between what is obtainable and what unique perspective you have to offer will help your pricing.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah. So, but the other thing that I would want to ask is, at what point in your photography journey did you feel like you've gotten to that point where you can say I'm a professional photographer? Like, I don't, you know the reason why I'm asking?
I don't think
I went to no, you know the funny thing, sometimes we underestimate what we know and underestimate what I do that a lot.
I mean, basically almost everyone I know.
I recently, last year, I went for a class.
Okay.
I took a class. I was so excited about taking the class. I paid a lot of money for the class. I had to reduce my voice. I think it was like last year or 2 years ago. And I did that with so much enthusiasm. I really am like, okay, I like this photographer. I want to
get there.
Only for me to get there. I am not exaggerating. I did not learn one thing. And when I say I did not learn one thing, it's not that the person did not teach. The person is a fantastic teacher. The person taught, but everything the person taught I already knew.
I mean,
I literally cried. I came home, I sat down, and I cried.
Oh goodness!
And I have people around me. I have friends. I have photographers around me that keep saying, Mimi, teach now, Mimi, do a workshop now, Mimi, do this now." And I'm like, "What do you know? What did Mimi know?"
By the time you start pouring out, you will see the things you actually know, because humility, that's one of it.
I think
sometimes
the humility want to kill somebody.
Maybe not having a false perspective of self is also something we need to look at. But at the same time, we should also be aware of our unique selling points and what we can offer. So doing teaching is something I feel like that has to be delicately entered into and done easily, because everyone is coming there with different expectations, right?
Yeah.
And you need to be able to meet their expectations and have them living there, learning something new. You get. But at the same time, there are a lot of people that are in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, for funds, for the money.
Well, we're in the last quarter of the year. Just watch out. You're going to see a lot of them coming out very soon. Some of them are actually legit. They have things to actually teach, you get. But some are just, it's the regular.
Are just out there to make money.
You have to pay rent. Rent is due. I mean, you have to pay.
Rent is due.
Rent is due, so let's do a workshop.
Say no more. Say no more.
I mean, that's it.
Say no more.
Image, I think, Image will say only masters should do master classes.
Only masters.
So there's a lot that we know that we probably are underestimating, but by the time you get the opportunity to actually impact, you would see that, oh wait, Actually,
Yeah, that has
you
been my
get.
experience.
So,
That has been
yeah,
my experience.
we have to get out of our own heads and not overthink it. So I think overthinking also.
And that
just be it.
overthinking is very peculiar to people of our generation. If it's all these Gen Z people, as they are even without thinking, as the thing is coming, they are releasing it. They are releasing it. They are very spontaneous, and it's working for them.
Yeah.
And they don't even care if they fail at anything or anything. But we have to think about it. It's just so. I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one on that WhatsApp group.
Everybody, at least, I believe everyone is actually battling with one form of imposter syndrome or not.
Yeah, so, imposter syndrome. That's what it is.
We'll have to get out of our own heads eventually. That's just it.
Okay, so just say what to upcoming photographers, people who are still dreaming. They are still dreaming photography. Thank God we were already living the dream. Those that are still dreaming, should they continue dreaming?
I beg.
Oh, shit.
Think twice. They will not tell you that there are months, there are dry spells, and there are months where you are being booked back to back.
And you know, social media is very deceptive.
Yeah, if you're not able to,
you see some people posting
every
back
day.
to back. You will say, God, where? What did I do? Am I a potato? But you know, but in the real sense, the reality,
the cons outweigh the. I mean, the pros
outweigh the cons.
So you just have to be emotionally ready for all that comes with photography as
it's not something that you just peep into and then if there's any challenge you just run out of.
I was still telling, I had someone with me recently and he studied engineering and he just came out from youth service and all that, and I was like, okay, so are you into this photography, cinematography thing full time? I was like, don't throw your pali away that fast though.
Please
you get find you, because it's the journey that is unique to everyone. Some may not be able to combine what they learned in school with this photography thing. Some may be able to, you get, but we have to open our minds to the fact that everyone's journey is going to be unique.
It's different.
So don't copy and paste another person's lifestyle and think that it's going to work for you. But one major thing I also want to say is that I feel everyone should actually be willing to do the work it takes to discover their true self. I mean, no one will ever come and tell you that they've discovered themselves because they are still on the journey. So how much more you that you feel you've arrived? Getting that arrival syndrome is why most people are not discovering, are not progressive.
They are just stagnant and they are on that same spot because
so they're making money. You get, but at the same time,
and making money can be deceptive because when you see that you're making money, you just feel like, I've arrived.
There's nothing to aim for again. More, I feel like we have to always reset every time and feel like, okay, what's the next thing we can do? You get, but eventually, you figure it out as you enter. Definitely. I
think that should be the advice.
You figure it out.
You figure it out.
You will figure it out. You'll be fine.
Thank you, Adeniran, Adesanya, for being here.
I enjoyed this much. I thought I was going to. I should do more of this. Please invite me again.
Please, I'll be glad. I'm so glad that
subscribe.
we
Let's
got
grow.
to do
Let's
this.
grow this channel,
you.
guys. Please subscribe and share, and invite your friends to come watch this. You get, please. Thank you very much.
It's X Pixel Photography. Their father, Baba. Thank you so much, guys. I love you as always. Until our next episode, enjoy yourself. Thank you.